Hi everybody, I'm Stefan for a-plus.com, and in today's quick tip we are gonna be talking about workspaces in After Effects. And you may see this button right here, which allows you to switch between different workspaces and change the layout of the panels of After Effects depending on the type of work you're doing. But do you really use it? You can see that it can be very helpful. For example, if I'm doing some animation stuff, I can switch to animation workspace with all the tools needed for animation in order to get my work done faster and stuff like that. You can switch to effects, for example, and do some effects work and so on. And I'm not going to explain these workspaces because there are basic presets loaded in the program by default, but the more interesting thing is that you can create your own workspace in After Effects and save it as a preset. So I finally upgraded to dual monitor setup, and I started to think and play around, and I just wanted to make a dual monitor setup for the After Effects workspace, which will be very helpful and increase my work speed. So let me switch to my custom preset that I've created, and if I move it like so, you can see that on the one monitor here I have the project panel, the effects control panel, the composition preview, and the render panel right here. So let me create a new composition, and let's type, for example, a-tuts and change the font to the original font. And as you can see, this is how my first monitor looks like, and I can go to effect, generate, and apply a ramp, for example, to this layer. And you can see that I can apply a multiple effects here. For example, I can add a curves and fast blur and stuff, and I don't need to scroll down to see all my effects. And this works with a big monitors like 24-inch and so on. So that's for the one monitor, and let me swipe the program to the second monitor, and basically the second monitor covers this part, which is the timeline with all the layers, the info panel, the preview panel, effects and presets, the character panel, and the paragraph for title work. And you can customize it by your needs, but I found that this workspace works best for me, because mainly you don't need to scroll down and just move the windows around. For example, you can have like 10 layers, and you need to scroll down to open the properties for one of the layers, and scroll down to see all of the options you need to tweak, and you need to move the preview window up and stuff like that, which basically use time doing that. And this way you can have, for example, up to 30 or more layers depending on the size of your monitor, and you don't need to scroll down and lose time doing that. So this is a very helpful setup. For at first it might be strange to get used to it, but just working for a few hours on this setup, I felt very good, and I can't imagine how I've been working on a single monitor until now. So upgrading to dual monitor setup is a real time saver, and will be very helpful for you. And you can take, for example, some additional panels, and for example, you can take your brushes panel and plug it here, or you can put it on the other side, and you can remove the render window if not needed, and it's up to you. And the good thing is that the project panel is way wider in this setup, so you can search and find your work very quickly, and that's also very helpful while you are searching for something and you have multiple folders and compositions and stuff like that. And another thing I'd like to talk about is while preparing to record this quick tip, I thought I can share with you my workspace like a preset file, but honestly I never have been doing such a thing, and I didn't know where to search for the workspace preset, so I did a bit of Google search and found the answer of my question at Creative Cow forums. And here is what you need to do. You need to go to your system drive and type in the search field here modified workspaces, and you're going to see that there are two folders in my case, maybe more depending of the versions of After Effects that you have installed on your computer. And right now I'm using CS6, so I'm going to open the modified workspaces, and as you can see, After Effects stores the workspaces as a XML file, and as you can see they have some very unhelpful names, like a default name that you can't really know which your workspace is the one you're looking for. But what I did was to resave my recent workspace and check the files by the date modified, and then I found that user workspace 2 is my dual monitor setup workspace, so I just copy it, and it will be included with the project files for this quick tip. So basically that's it. Hope this give you look into a dual monitor setup, and it's not necessary that you use the same setup like me. You can create your own setup, but after a bit of tweaking and moving panels around and changing stuff, I found that this will be the most helpful workspace and the most comfortable for me, and the type of work and the way I work. So the workspace is something personal and depends of your work style and the type of work you're doing. So if you're doing a lot of typography animations, you may end up with a different workspace, and if you're doing a lot of FX stuff or color grading or compositing or any other type of work, you may end up using a different workspace. But for me, and for most of the things I'm doing, this is a good workspace, and hope it will be helpful for you. So download the workspace and just copy it into the same folder. Here just type modified workspaces and paste it here, or you can recreate it from the tutorial. I'm going to include a screenshot of my workspace, so you can recreate it by yourself, or play around and create your own custom dual monitor workspace. So that's it for this tutorial. Hope it was useful for you and will help you in your work. Once again, I'm Stefan for a-plus.com, and we'll see you next time.